Brunel Corpse Trawler went way better too. Yeah,
exactly.
That's
That's one of the ones that really got better.
Yeah, let's see. What other zombies do we have? Crypt Breaker. I mean, those two are very synergistic, but in like
the
kind
water
of
course
sideways ways.
zombie.
Yep, Watercourse zombie.
The zombie with flowstone.
Cavity Unhallowed. This card is absurd. Like you could just loop zombies and make this bigger.
Oh, what'd you grade that card?
This card. That's a good question. What did I grade this card?
2-4.
This card's really good. I think it's a B.
A B, okay. That seems high, but I do think it's, I don't know, it's kind of card that would get underrated.
This card actually, granted, I was grading this card when G-Man Sokol was on the stream, and he tends to get a little gung-ho about grading things high, so that might be a little high, but yeah, it's a very strong card.
Oh, and then Distended Mind, whatever, that card. I think that card's insane.
Mindbender? I rated it as an A-.
Okay, yeah, I think it's maybe like the second best card in this. I think it's insane. I think you just, like...
I feel like it's extremely hard to lose after this.
Exactly, like...
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, why did I give this an A-? This should be an A.
There's no reason to give it any less than an
A. I think I was rating it an A- because there is a little setup involved, but, like, the Emerge is only 7.
Right.
So, like, you can cast this on turn 4?
This is turn 4.
Holy
turn 4,
shit.
you wreck their hand and play a 5/5. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah,
imagine facing this card. You face this on turn 4, and there's like, oh my god, like you're in top deck mode already on turn 4.
Yeah.
This isn't even like Thought-Knots here, where if this dies to get them back, this is just gone.
Yeah.
No, this is
well,
this card's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like up there. I mean, I don't know what you see as like the best card in the set, but this and like Gisela, I don't know what else. But
Gisela, honestly, I don't think Gisela is as good as people are cracking it up to be. It dies to every piece of removal in the format, basically.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. I mean,
not
if it doesn't,
everything, but almost everything.
But like Mindbender seems better than that.
I think I'd rate Mindbender higher than. I think I rated Gisela an A-, frankly. Let me check. No, I rated that an A too. Yeah, this is at least an A.
Yeah, I have both at A.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? Actually, I'm kind of curious. What else have I rated an A so far? Giselle's an A. Thalia's an A-.
Yeah, I have Thalia A-.
I rated Docent of Perfection is an A-/A. Because, like, I think that card's almost as good as Gisela.
Nibelus of Frost A-. Liliana Last Hope A-.
I rated Nibelus of Frost B+ in an average blue deck, but an A- in Spirits or Spells Matter. What else do I have here?
I mean, Liliana is like, it's not that great, but it's still 3-minute Planeswalker. So
I put her as an A-, yeah. Newscraft Mob, I put as an A-.
Me too.
Yeah, we seem to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Red.
Oh, I put Mirrorwing Dragon A.
I think I put that as an A as well. Let me check. By the way, if you want to see the ratings that we did this is for chat. But you guys check it too. You could go there. That is the Google Docs spreadsheet. You can just click it and see what we've rated things. Collective Defiance, I rated as an A.
Is that the white one or the?
That's the red one.
The red one. Okay, I had that like B+. Though the white one, I have it a B+. But I think the white one's insane.
The white one's very good too.
I almost want to.
You know what I think is the Sleeper Mythic uncommon that's like just absurdly powerful? Actually, you might have been there for that.
The red card?
The red, yeah, the red.
I don't think that's a sleeper, but I think
it's not a sleeper.
But I think talk you up on that one. That one's insane.
It's true. Oh yeah, you were talking me up on that one.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
True, that's true.
I mean, that card is just stupid good. It's swipe. It's Cone of
yeah.
Flame,
Honestly, I think you're probably right about Distended Mindbender. Like this is probably the best pack one pick one, unless you're talking colorless cards, maybe.
Yeah, I think it probably is. I just don't see how you like your opponent just has to top deck, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You just wreck their hand and you have a 5/5.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you,
all right.
You just cast in the late game. You can sack anything in early game.
Anyways, let's keep talking about Geese and Geralf or Geralf. I think they're good. I think I like calling this a B. It's just a really clutch card in this archetype. I think I'd rather have it than Bloodhall Priest, but only barely.
Yeah, I have them the same. I guess I'm doing gold cards a little bit higher. I think.
Yeah, that's fine. We have
like
different
taking a
philosophies
chance
on it.
Taking a chance on like a powerful card, and then just treating the same draft as if you'd never drafted it. Just like whatever, take the next best card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you'll end up in it. Maybe you won't. Like, but yeah. So I think that I would line it up about where Bloodhall Priest is.
Yep. let's see here. Caldina says dying to removal isn't a reason to downgrade something. It depends on how much removal it dies to and what its effect is. Like, some cards are like Pack Rat. One of the reasons Pack Rat was so ridiculously good is that you had to deal with it on turn 2 or you just lost the game. That's why it was so good.
And dying to removal isn't a reason to downgrade the card, but not dying to removal is a reason to upgrade
exactly.
So,
and that's why Archangel Avacyn is insane. Like, you couldn't deal with it very easily with basically anything aside from Clip Wings, and that was a sideboard card. So
yeah, it definitely depends on the card. Like,
yeah, definitely. And because 4/3 flying first strike lifelink is absurd for 4 mana, but like it has 3 toughness. It dies to everything.
I don't know. It's really absurd.
It is really absurd.
I don't think I'm downgrading that card.
Yeah.
That's just game over if they don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never not first picking that. There's no uncommon I'd pick over it. Like, the point is kind of moot. It's like, semantics over whether you grade an A- or an A.
I mean, if you have the rare and the foil, I mean.
I like my A's to be easily castable, and when they resolve, they just end the game.
I'm taking it over Savage, or I'm taking it over any uncommon. So
yeah, me
there's
too.
some really good uncommons.
Yep, I mean, Murder's an uncommon right now. So
yeah, Murder and Savage Alliance. Those are the 2 best.
Which one's that one?
Yeah,
the red one. The swipe.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, Gisela dies to that.
It does.
Yes, yeah.
For 4 mana, so
really
just
good.
saying, like, I don't know.
5 mana, give you guys trample too.
Yeah, that card's absurd. Anyways, Grim Flayer. This does not feel like a mythic. This feels like it should be a rare.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyways, 2 mana, 1 black, 1 green for a 2/2 trampler with when it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest back on top of your library and in yours. So you scry 3 with upside. And then, if you have Delirium, it's a 4/4. This card's very strong.
It's going to be hard to cast this on turn 2, right?
Well, not that hard. Not in a green-black deck, it's not. Like, how many hands are you keeping that don't have green and black, right?
I guess that's true.
Like, I don't think that's really that much of a consideration. It is fair that you're probably not splashing this. Because, as good as a 2/2 trampler that scries you 3 when it attacks is, casting it on turn 5 is not very effective.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's when it does combat damage to players, so you actually have to get it through. So, either you're on the play, you cast on turn 2, you have some removal to back it up, but, like, if you're on the splash, like, you're just not...
Yeah,
you play, like, turn 5 or 6, and, like, you're not getting it through. So
not an effective splash,
it's
sure.
not... It can't really be bomb status. It's no, like, Dust Watch Recruiter.
It's powerful in the same way that Rakshasa Death Dealer was.
I don't compare this to Future Release. Future Release is incentivizing them to not block so that you get damage through. This is incentivizing them to block.
Right.
So
yeah,
really,
this just trades with stuff, like, early.
Right. It does punish your opponent for not having a 2-drop, especially if you're on the play.
Yes.
If it does hit early, then
if it hits early, you're almost certainly winning the game. Well, not almost. I don't know. Like, it depends on how much you value Scry 3, but yeah. It's like a mini prognostic sphinx. That's what it is.
It would be. It would kind of suck if you kind of like brainstorm lock yourself with a Scream Player. I can imagine that happening to some people, but it just knowing that it could be used.
Yeah. So how do we grade this?
It's gold. And
it's gold.
Like an early drop and like.
Right. It's very restricted in terms of
like B-.
Yep. I don't think it's as good as the first pick as Gisa or the Bloodhall Priest is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
But it's, if you're in black-green, fantastic, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next, Heron's Grace Champion, 2 green-white for a flash lifelink 3/3. I'm already in. And then it says, when it enters, oh my god, tenacity, basically. Other humans you control get +1/+1 and gain lifelink until end of turn.
That's such a huge swing.
This is maybe constructed playable. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
If it's not played, it's like 1 or 2 of in human stacks. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is probably a B again. Like if we're thinking of first picks, maybe a little better. Honestly,
yeah, slightly better than
B+.
Yeah, like it's. I would rather have if I had this and a foil Bloodhall Priest, I'd pick this.
Like if it didn't have the other creatures get other humans get +1/+1, I still think it would be a solid B. With that text, like you're going to get upside offense.
Yep, almost always. So, okay, cool. Lashweed Lurker. We're going back to the land of the uncommons. It is an 8 mana, 5/4 with emerge for 5 green blue, which is a little bit of a cheaper emerge. Like we've seen 7 mana, 8 mana, and 9 mana. I don't think we've seen a 6 mana emerge, right? I think it's just 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, that's true.
So, anyways, when you cast it, you may put target non-land permanent on top of its owner's library. So this is strong. I mean, if you're in green-blue, you're really going to want this. Green-blue is probably the best shell for that deck, though I could see black-blue being as good. Oddly enough, I don't think green-black wants to do it that much, because they don't have as many reward creatures to sacrifice.
Just the time of effect is just very strong here, especially because of the emerge.
Yeah.
Not having a creature to sack sets you back on mana.
Mm-hmm. Tristan Compton says this card would be amazing with flying. If this had flying, I mean, limited would be broken. Kind of.
Yeah, this card's like stupid enough.
This is already stupid, yeah, because you play the 3-drop on turn
4.
3. Yeah, well, you put
5/4 and bounce their Gray Ogre to their their deck. Like,
yeah, or bounce the mana rock that they played, or something.
Yeah, like Vidalcan Dismisser for 6 mana for 2/2 was very good.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that was a very different format, but
yeah,
this is still pretty damn good.
This is turn 4. You got a 5/4 with the same effect.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it's much more aggressive is really relevant.
Right.
Yeah. Like this is a huge tempo play, and
having
because you're putting something on top of their deck, you're making up for the sacrificed creature. Like you're staying even on card advantage.
Yeah. Having said that, as a first pick, I don't like it. I think you kind of want to be in green-blue before you do this.
Right.
And so, I don't know. We can call it like a C+ as a first pick.
Yeah, I mean, like if green-blue is good, I mean...
If green-blue happens to be the best deck in the format, which
like,
I would not be surprised.
Like clues, that's losing a lot.
Yeah.
Trying to combine like clue-specific cards into the new cards, so... And blue is not very good by itself, and then if you kind of lose some of the clue synergy...
Yeah, but you have things like Byway Courier, like you mentioned, and Drunel Corpse Trawler, which suddenly gets so much better.
That's true. Well, but I just don't know that I'm like first picking this card.
Yeah, definitely.
Though it's very strong.
It is a very strong card in blue-green. So yeah, let's call it a C+. You might sometimes first pick it if the pack is actually atrocious and you just want to pick a powerful card.
I would definitely keep it in the B range because it's really strong. Like it's still like if I had to first pick it, I'd be okay. But
okay, yeah, that's fair. Next, Mercurial Geists, 2 blue red for a 1/3 flyer, which is We Dragonauts, but a little bit bigger because it gets +3/0 instead of plus. We Dragonauts got +2/0, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So this is 1 more mana, but you also get a bit more effect. So, I mean, Wizards has been trying to show us what we should be doing with color pairs. And this is no exception. How high I rate this, I don't know, though.
I don't like it that much in the Spells Matters deck. I don't know. I wouldn't.
Well, if you're attacking with a 4/3 for 2 or 3 turns in a row, that's pretty good.
Why not 7? I mean...
Yeah, why not 7?
Yeah.
Like, playing 2 spells a turn after you play is not that out.
Yeah, because you can...
No, it's not that hard.
Exactly. Because...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good finisher. Like
it definitely is. The 3 toughness kind of sucks, but yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I mean, in that deck, I think this is what you want. So I give it a C+. I mean, I wouldn't take it super early,
Yep, I agree with that. Very strong. Morn Willow, 1 black-green for a haste 3/2. Not what you expect to see from a plant skeleton in 1 black-green. Anyways, when it enters the battlefield, if you have Delirium, creatures with power 2 or less can't block. This is a very weird card.
It's like Skullbriar.
Like, I don't even know how to evaluate this because... I mean, they're trying to send the message that Delirium is what you want to be doing in black-green, and this is... makes your creatures hard to... makes it hard to chump block your creatures. But, like, a 3/2 haste for 3 mana is already good. Like, you play this on turn 3 on curve and be pretty happy. Even if you don't have Delirium. And, like, late game as a top deck, I guess it's not so bad.
Yeah, no.
In some situations, it's the best card in your deck.
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's about the same as Mercurial Geist. Maybe C+. Maybe a C.
C+. I think
Oh,
it's
man.
worse though. But
I think it's worse than honestly. I
Geist is
kind of
like
want to
a
give
game
Geist
winner,
like a B
this is
minus.
like-
Yeah, I agree.